On this episode of Geek Dad Life, we're going to open up some of these Target exclusive Masterverse Revelation figures. Hello, everybody, and welcome to Geek Dad Life. It's your host, Jay Glatfelter here. Yes, I am significantly pumped to be here and to review these figures and open them up, really. I mean, I feel like I have been accumulating these Masterverse figures for a while now and just not having the time to open them up, really not having anywhere to put them. But you know, it's to the point now where I feel like, especially since I just found the Savage He-Man and the Tri-Klops 2 packs from Target, that, you know, it's kind of reaching critical mass, and it was mass, and it was time to open these things up. Put out a challenge during our Toy Geeks to see if we could get 150 likes while we were, you know, in the middle of doing the stream, and you all passed with flying colors. I think it was like 190 or something like that before. So now it's like over 300 and something likes on that video. So thank you to everyone that liked the video. So I am fulfilling my promise here tonight. I do want to try and have this be a tight 30. Just because Toy Anxiety is on Wednesday this week. They're starting at 9:30 tonight. So I want to try and be respectful of all of our shared viewers. So if you want to jump over there at that 9:30 point. So hopefully get through all of these by that point. But let's say hello to the chat. A lot of people in here already. Space Cowboy was first. Evil Villain is here. Space Cowboy, Darth Maximus, Rejection Official, Jeff Morris, David V, Cobweb, Mecha Man Blade, David, All Music Fan, Brandon 3G, Slash 739. Just got in the Masterverse a week ago after watching a Pixel Dan unboxing and finishing of season 1. Love these figures. You know, I'll talk about that a little bit too, because I think that is important. Did I do Brandon 3G? Yes, I think I did. Bullwinkle 80 is here. Carlos, Jump in General. Let's see, Overman, Jonathan Nichols. So really excited to be here tonight. This is Craig. Give yourself an extra 5 minutes before they actually start. That's fair. That's fair. Oh man. So Black Phoenix is here. Beast Wars. So yes, let's just jump into these figures. You know, I know Revelation can be a touchy subject with some people, but I really liked the series. Really excited for season 2. If they do a season 2, if they announce a season 2, the figures themselves, they're kind of like maybe the third out of the 3 that are out, probably the third most ones that I'm interested in. You know, I have the He-Man here. This is a custom head. I think it was by Hordax on Instagram. He was at PowerCon, and I got this custom head, and it is amazing. I think it ups the level of this He-Man figure for sure. But other than that, I don't really display any other Revelation figures besides this one. So will these deluxe figures change the game for me? I do not know for sure, but I really was excited by this 2-pack. One, Griffin Newman's Orko in Master of the Universe Revelation was a fantastic rendition of the character. So really wanted that version of Orko. So the most you know, badass version of the character. If a character you even think could be amazing, David or Griffin Newman's approach is really what made it special. And then the Savage He-Man, I like the character. The turn in the show was okay, but still is such an important, iconic character in the lore. So excited for that one. And then the Triclops set, one, dug the character design for the original one, and then the whole like what was it, the motherboard or whatever, it was so creepy. So I'll definitely be just displaying him in his regular setup. And then this Faker, I've had him for a while, but again, I just haven't opened them. You know, I love the custom jobs where they kind of give him the blue skin. It looks awesome for those. So, you know, it'll be interesting to see how this one is. All right, so people in the chat, tradition is you get to pick which one I open first for these figures. What do you want me to open? The chat will decide. Are we Sunday? No, it is not Sunday. It is not Sunday. Special live stream here, opening up. Triclops, Faker. That's interesting. Triclops is in the lead. Give you another second or so to get in your votes. Looks like Triclops is the front runner. Oh, we've got a couple Savage He-Mans. Another Triclops though. Orko. 5 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right. It looks like it's going to be Triclops for the win. So let's take a look at the packaging. If you have any of these Target Deluxe figures, you kind of know what to expect here. It is bigger, and then it's probably like double the size of your standard Masterverse figure, but has similar artwork to it. I love the artwork that they add to the sides as well as the back of this packaging, and this one is no different. Now, it does have his different look when he is, part of the motherboard cult. I kind of wish it was just the normal looking Triclops, but I'm glad at least we get 2 versions of Triclops with this pack. The trap jaw is going to be very similar, but still excited to get this figure. It's kind of a much cheaper option than going the classics route if you kind of want this scale, which classics have just gotten so expensive. Now, if you don't know the story, I had a pretty much complete collection. I was a subscriber to, what was it, Club Eternia on Matty Collector back in the day. Big fan of that toy line. But when I moved into this house and I could finally display my big play sets, finally display my USS flag and my Eternia, I made the choice to focus on a vintage He-Man display instead of the classics display, as my classics collection is what was in my previous toy room, in my previous house and apartment. So I wanted something different, and so I went a different route. And John got most of that collection. So when you see that collection behind him in those videos, that is my old classics collection. I know I'm old. Back in my day. All right, so figures just in the bubble. Is there no zip ties on this guy? Is he just gonna pop out? Oh, okay. That's easy. That's much easier. But of course, the cape is taped on because that makes things easier. I mean, honestly, I'm not gonna want to display him with this stuff, but I'll show it for the sake of the video for those that are interested in seeing this version of Triclops. I guess that's the robe he wears. It's very Barbie doll-esque, I feel like, with the change of clothes, for sure. Let me hide that here. Do you remember when Jay had classics figures on his playroom? Pepperidge Farm, remember? Again, well before the Toy Geeks era, or Geek Dad Life era, I should say. All right, let's take a look at this Triclops. It's essentially the same. Oh man, he's got like a stuck leg that is just shooting right out. So I wonder if there is a good way to like get him to chill. I'll have to look at seeing what I can do to get his leg to go back the right way. If anybody has a suggestion in the chat. But again, if you have the He-Man figure, it's essentially the same buck, aside from the different Triclops armor, the slightly different gauntlets, and of course a different head sculpt. So not too much different in terms of the figure itself. Now, again, since this is a deluxe figure, I think my He-Man head, it's stuck as well. So I have to like squish them back together or something. Huh. Anywho. Yeah, he's just gonna stand out like that. He's gonna like be Captain Morgan, perpetually Captain Morgan. So that is a bit of a bummer. Again, it's probably just a one-off for mine, I'm gonna assume. I'm not gonna say this is problem for all of them. The articulation on the head is pretty good. Does his, yeah, okay. So his little visor there with his eyes switch around. Wait, there you go. Pretty easily. They're not very compelling, different eyes. I think the square one looks the best. So you got that. Oh, man, his legs are just like, I don't know what is the deal. That's a pain in the butt. Anyway. Let's see. The motherboard stuff made no sense to me. Why would the horde disguise? You know, who knows? Who knows? Yeah, Triclops is doing the stinky leg for sure. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I wish, I don't know. The eyes just seem a little bit small for me. And again, maybe I just have the classics one is so perfect. I guess maybe the triangle one looks big enough for me. And his legs are just out of control. Let's look at his sword. Is it just me or is this thing thick?
That's what she said.
It seems like this hilt seems gigantic. Let's see what it looks like in his hand. I guess that's fine. It just seems really puffy for whatever that's worth. All right. So aside from the weird leg issue and the head, I think overall it's a pretty good figure. Now again, this is a deluxe though, so it's $30. So let's try and get him, I guess, in his motherboard look, which again, I am not gonna set it or keep it that way. Just pop off his head. Take this off right here. And I guess I gotta put his tunic on. I guess he's gonna go in like this. Oh, what does the world come to? I'm dressing up a He-Man action figure. Let's see. Live on TV. Look, Ma. All right, there we go. Put that on like that. Put on this priest outfit here or whatever. And then boom, and then put his new head on. And there you go. Now you've got the motherboard version of Triclops. And it doesn't look too bad. I mean, it looks like the character. So kudos on them for kind of finding an easy way to make it look like the character. Shun the motherboard disbeliever. Pope Klops. His kappa got detated. Oh my god. Again, you don't notice his kind of wonky legs when he has his full tri-pope or tri-pope Klops. Oh my god. The eye is off center. Yeah, but I'm sure I just probably just twist it, right? The other one took a while to like get it going. Oh, man. Yeah, I don't want to mess with it anymore, to be honest. I'm not going to keep it on this head. But it does look like it has the ability to twist. Boom. The tri-pope Klops. There you go. Oh my gosh. All right. There you go. There's Triclops. For me, I would definitely probably keep him in this look. But you know, it honestly doesn't look, the robes look pretty good, to be honest. I just don't really care for this look of the character. He comes with these two karate chop hands. They have no use other than, I guess, doing his papal blessings. I guess that's the only thing you can use those for. So there you go. That's that. Triclops. Boom. What do you think? Was it worth the $30? Let me know in the chat. Exactly. Don't break it. Exactly. All right. Faker, Savage He-Man. Who's up next? Who is up next? If I was trying to influence things, I'd probably go Savage He-Man, but we'll see what the chat believes. Oh, Triclops the third. Savage, Faker. All right, 5 seconds. 5. Oh man, Faker, a whole bunch of Fakers. All right, looks like Faker is next. Ooh, some last minute Savages. But we will close with Savage. Honestly, that's the one I'm probably most excited about out of all of these sets. But yeah, let's look at his box for a second. Won't retread too much on the packaging, other than I think, again, this artwork looks really good. Love that artwork. You know, if you've watched my recent review of the Wave 4 of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Ultimates from Super 7, figures are amazing. But I'm so sick of that packaging. No artwork on it whatsoever. Look at these. This is retail. I got some sick artwork on it. That's all I want. And other Super 7 lines have it. Like, I've seen the Thundercats stuff. They have awesome artwork. I just want that. Or maybe I don't. I'm an opener. So what am I even saying? I just want less stuff to throw away. That's how I feel about it. Especially doing videos like these, and you just have like piles of boxes. All right, there is your Faker figure. No bands holding him in, it looks like. So let's just pull him right out. So if you've seen the first season of the show in part 1, Faker is kind of one of the opening characters in the show. His armor fell down. And I found it. Okay. So here we go. He also has this, like, his legs just want to like bounce out. It's not as bad as Triclops though, thankfully. Again, I feel like I'm getting a lot of the same buck here with these figures. So again, if you have the He-Man, you kind of know what to expect here, except there are some unique sculpting here for his metal parts. It's kind of like indented into his skin, which looks pretty cool. I like the very Terminator face. I think that looks really cool. Yeah, he's pretty sick. All right, his accessories, he has his, classic Faker armor. His sword also has that orange streak in it as well, which is pretty cool. So I think if I would display this guy, it would try to make him look more like his vintage counterpart. So let's take off his He-Man armor. Hopefully it's not too difficult. Looks like it's gonna be. There we go. Pop that off. Can it fit over his head? We shall see. Go like that. I'll take off his head. With his head. So this famously is an orange version of Skeletor's armor, which doesn't make a lick of sense if this guy is supposed to be looking like He-Man. So I did like the take in the show where he looked just like He-Man, and then his skin started to come off like Terminator, which is really cool. I don't know if I like this look. Again, I've seen the customizers, paint it that light blue, and it looks way cooler. He's packaged with his fist, so let's put his sword-carrying hand on. There we go. And there you have him. Exactly. I really wish it was the blue skin, but his knees on camera, oh, they're a different color in real life. Look at that. That's a great call out. VCG cosplay. Yeah, we need our Faker to be baby blue. Totally agree. Yes, yeah, buying some extra He-Man figures to make a normal looking figure or a Faker. No red hair, no blue skin, not my Faker in my MOTU world. I feel you there, Pop Actor. I mean, it's kind of cool. I've had him sitting in his box forever. So it's neat. I feel like customizers could make it a lot cooler. But still, there you have it. The Masterverse Revelation Faker. All right, trying to stay on time here for my Yes Have Some Friends. Even though Ryan and I are beefing over best action figure of, or not action figure, best toy company of the 90s. I didn't look at the extra head sculpts up close, so let's look at those real quick. Here is your steel and your just regular He-Man with the red eyes. Again, between both of them, I still just prefer the one he's packaged with. What do you think? Down in the chat. Let's see. Vote for Savage He-Man. Jonathan asks, how do you store all these non-displayed toys? Usually, you know, a Rubbermaid or some type of Tupperware container. And then they usually get stored in a bigger box, usually in my garage, until they get kind of promoted or I figure out a way to display them. You know, I've kind of had a thought of getting a Classics Grayskull again and displaying some of the Masterverse figures with that Classics Grayskull in that section. If you've watched my toy room video, in that section where I'm going to be setting up my Super 7 Thundercats with a Thunder Tank and then Super 7 Turtles, I thought maybe I could also fit a 7-inch, 6-inch He-Man section over there. But we'll see how it plays out. I feel like I got to wait till I've got the Thunder Tank to really scope out if I can fit all three against that wall. We'll really, really see. All right, Flash says, open Orko, leave Savage for later. Oh my gosh. All right. Jay, hey Jay, do you have a dead cat in there, buddy? Or what? Where's the dead cat? Does there sound like there's a dead cat? Are there weird sounds that you're hearing? Is my mic messing up? I can't hear. Wait, no, this way. The artwork again is fantastic. Make sure. Like that looks freaking awesome. And I absolutely loved Orko. I think one of the best characters in the first season of Masters of the Universe Revelation. Hope that the character gets to hang around in season 2, whatever that ends up being. Here's the last one. Then I'm going to go watch Toy Anxiety on Yes Have Some. A lot of stuff to talk about. Oh my gosh. Well, this hopefully, if my guess is correct, Super 7 will probably, show the figures on Monday instead of in time for Toy Geeks on Sunday. So either John and I will do a special Toy Geeks to talk about it, or I'll just do a stream with just me. But oh my gosh, Super 7. I saw Mad Hatter's video. That's how I found out, because he did a video so quick. But Super 7 is going to be doing a Roger Rabbit toy line. That's big news. I hope Craig has it on the list of things to talk about for tonight's Toy Anxiety, because oh my gosh. Let's see. He-Man does not have any tape or anything. Go. See all the accessories. Oh, I love this axe. That is awesome. Some extra hands out of here. There we go. And get his spear. Which, again, the spear is just a straight call out to, the Ular or the original mini comics, because he didn't use a spear in when he turned into Savage He-Man, did he, in the show? I don't remember that. I don't remember that at all. Flash, you open your boxes like the lady who bagged my toys as a kid with not a care in the world and anger. Well, I open up in front of all the cameras a lot different than I probably would in real life, but there's kind of like I don't want it to take forever because that's not very fun to watch. All right, so this is definitely a bigger figure. It kind of uses that what I assume is going to be used for the Scareglow. I have not opened my Comic-Con exclusive Scareglow, but here he is. He does not scale to what we saw in the show because he was monstrous, but he is bigger, kind of, than the regular He-Man. So it's a little bit. It's like maybe was that half an inch or so. So it's not really to scale what we saw in the show, but still, I just really like the look. I think that looks really cool. He actually has feet. He's got toes. He-Man's got toes. Articulation seems pretty good on this one. No weird leg issues. Nice rocker at the ankles. All 30 points of articulation that they tout on the package. I love the wash as well. I think that looks really good. Honestly, this is, out of the three, I think the best looking figure. This one seems the most premium to me. Maybe because he doesn't have to have any other clothes or accessories, so they could focus on the paint applications. Maybe that's what they went for, but I don't know. You let me know in the chat. I think this looks really cool. Let's give him some weapons, I feel like. So he did come with 2 weapon carrying hands. He's packaged with just these kind of claws going on here. Let's put his weapon wielding hands on. I feel like the power sword is disingenuous. The whole point is he didn't channel the power of Graysoul with the sword, so that's why he turned into Savage He-Man. But we're kind of playing fast and loose here. But I love the axe. I loved Nate Barch's art for the second half of season 1, where he had the Savage He-Man with the axe. It looks so freaking cool. So for me, I think I want to display him with his battle axe. I'll have my axe. John said the hair limited the articulation on the head, and that is absolutely true. So he's kind of in this kind of caveman hunched over look. It doesn't bother me too much. You can kind of angle his ab articulation back, but I think he looks great. All right, let's take a look at Orko as we wrap things up here. The Orko is fantastic. Let's take a closer look at him. Look at that head articulation. Look at that movement. Arms are great. You just have the articulation point there at the arms. And a few let's see, 1 and 2 articulating points on his little display here. And I feel like you got more, I guess, yeah, okay, you can spin around. I feel like you got more movement with the Origins Orko, which that stand is freaking awesome. That flight stand is fantastic. But still, like, look at all, I love all the little detail on his hat, his ears. I think it looks great. Is my fave of all of these the Orko? It might be, but it's definitely this pack for sure. Let's bring them all back out so you can be the judge along with me. Now that we've opened them all up, what is your fave of the Target Deluxe figures so far? I know King Grayskull dropped online yesterday for Black History Month, which is awesome. I hope to just find it in store, though. I don't do Target pre-orders anymore because it's like a 50-50 shot you actually get it, but I definitely want to get that. And I do want to get the Trap Jaw as well. So we'll have to wait and see. Yes, I think you're right. They should have used Skull God figure. I think they did. Like, this seems the bigger breastplate that was on the Skull God, but I might be wrong. But it isn't as big for sure. Orko looks fantastic. The shiny metal finish on Faker is really nice. Agree with you there. So remember that Orko was sick and dying, not much movement. That's fair. Agreed. it's just kind of like a Savage He-Man in the more classical sense of Savage He-Man. It's not like the Savage He-Man we saw in the show. So that is a bummer. But honestly, I don't hate the fact that much. Savage He-Man, all these are my favorite. Yeah, I think for sure Savage He-Man Orko pack is great. The Triclops pack, I'm not going to display with all the extra accessories, so I'd rather probably just have a regular figure for $20 instead of $30. And Faker's okay, but again, I just don't think I'd rather have it be a blue Faker for me if I was going to pick here. So definitely the Savage He-Man and Orko packs are for sure. Tila, be checking out Savage He-Man's feet size.
That's what she said.
And all right, so there you have it. There is the unboxing of my Target Deluxe Masters of the Universe Revelation Masterverse figures. God, that's like 17 words in that title description there. Thank you, everybody, for hanging out with me. We will definitely be back for Toy Geeks this Sunday at 9 p.m. Hopefully, we'll have more news about that Roger Rabbit or Who Framed Roger Rabbit toy line from Super 7. Really excited about that. And I'm sure many more things to come and talk about on that show. I'm going to go head over to our friends over at Yes Have Some. I know a lot of people in this chat I see over there as well for Toy Anxiety. So I may see you over there. If not, thank you for hanging with me, everybody. And until next time, hasta luego and goodbye. Have a good night, everybody.